All right, story time, people. I'll tell you a quick story. Yeah, not too long ago, I was picking up a guy in this was like a Friday night. I was picking up a guy in Chiswick. Yeah, Chiswick, West London. It's like an upper middle class part of London, Chiswick. This was about what? It was late Friday, say about 2:33 a.m. Friday night, Saturday morning. Anyway, I go to pick up the guy, right? And the guy is there all hugged up and kissed up with some next man. So it's two men kissing, you understand? And one guy, the guy I'm trying to pick up, was just taking long to get in the car because, you know what I mean, he's just kissing up the guy, and I'm like, fucking hell. I don't really like picking up batty men, but you can't really discriminate, you know what I mean? You got to do your job, you got to remain professional. So I thought, let me just pick up the batty man. So anyway, after a good while now, the guy finally lets go of this guy and gets in the car. But he's drunk. You get me? I'm like, oh, fucking hell. So I took him not too far. I took him to North End Road. Yeah. So if you know, from Chiswick to North End Road, which is like, what area would you call that? Just like Kensington. South, is it South Kensington? North End Road, yeah. Just off the A4. Anyway, I take the guy to North End Road now. He gets out the car, goes in his yard, so I'll go home and finish my shift. And then I notice the guy left his iPhone in the car. I'm thinking, oh shit, well, this usually happens. You know, sometimes people leave their phone, especially if they've been drinking. So the guy left his phone, and I was like, all right, so I just put it up. And then usually what people do when they leave their phone, I get a phone call the next day like, oh mate, I left my phone, you know what I mean, check in the back, see if you see it for me. So anyway, I get a phone call the next day from a lady, and the lady's like, oh, my husband's left his phone in your cab. And I'm like, oh fucking hell. She's like, oh, can you see if you see it? I thought, yeah, I found it, don't worry, I'll bring it back to you. I mean, you know. So when I brought the phone back to the woman now, she was like, oh, she was so happy. She's like, oh, you know, all our baby pictures are on the phone, you know what I mean? And we would have lost the baby. They just had a newborn baby. And I'm thinking to myself, damn. Now the question is, should I have told the woman what her husband was doing or not? I never said anything to her still, because I don't think I should have said anything. It's got nothing to do with me, but I thought it was quite deep, you know what I mean? Because this guy was a full-blown 100% batty man, you know what I mean? With his tongue down the next man's throat. And, yeah, I mean, he's got his wife and a newborn baby at home. Tell you, man, the things you see on the road is just dreadful, but so it go. What, you let me know, what do you think I should have done? You know what I mean? What would you have done? You know what I mean? Until the next time, peace out, y'all.